under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Joey Wentz gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side. Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Runner back standing. The batter will be Nick Madrigal as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. The numbers: 282 to start play, 2 home runs, and 23 driven in. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Hit on the ground is short. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Now here it comes.
No, that's a ball.
Two out, nobody on. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this one bounds around against the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 offering. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet. The
protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Abreu at third with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A man left for the White Sox gets the White Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Aaron Bummer will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And now here is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Set and the pitch. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the 1st out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Eaton will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Vero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Looking to get on base and keep this 1st inning alive. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We are still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Luis Robert. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. His average right at .295 here to start play. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. Wentz is just getting his big league pitching career underway, of course, but he did recently pick up his first and only win. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Ready now for the White Sox, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch on its way. The 1-0.
Ball inside.
To 2-2 now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next.
The second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll take a look at ball 1. The average coming in 257, 4 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. Now here's the pitch. 2-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. On the ground to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Batting fifth. The catcher.
So now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. First pitch on its way. And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And that's through. A base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Next batter is Jeimer Candelario. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And not in time as the second run scores.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Into the box now, Niko Goodrum standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Goodrum brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth. The left fielder. Robbie Grossman.
Here's Robbie Grossman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
He's set. Now the pitch. Fouled away. Candelario stands at second with 2 gone. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Victor Reyes would be next. Heading out towards shallow right. Eaton is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Memories being made at the ballpark tonight, as they should be. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Grossman comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting 9, the designated hitter, Adam Engel.
One out here in the Chi Sox 3rd. And up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
1 out, nobody on. And that one yanked just foul. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fouled off.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Another try at 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. He collected a base hit his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Anderson absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Home. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 2-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here now the 2-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
Now that
the pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, Nick Madrigal, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Bowling. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Jose Abreu is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there. It's a steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
1-1. Here it is.
Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So stepping in is Eloy Jimenez, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
He's set. The 0-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Now that the center fielder.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. The next batter will be Luis Robert. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
2-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Bottom of the third now, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Victor Reyes. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. This is foul right side. Now another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The next 1-2 pitch.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. No one on with one down. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Hit hard but foul. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, Willie Castro. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here's Yoan Moncada. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. High and deep down the left field line.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Moncada aboard here at first with nobody out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. In now is Adam Eaton. Moncada's running. Popped up, and no one will get this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a curveball gets away, and this ought to be a passed ball. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Left side, but well fouled. 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, Adam Engel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Up top, it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. The count now at 2-1. Here it is. This one's down to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate.
The second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
From the stretch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Anderson picks it up. And there's 1 down now. Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And now a pitch on the way.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I can think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Evan Marshall is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 4. Cabrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Lays off. 2-2 now. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Jeimer Candelario, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
To 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And now the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Nick Madrigal waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Up next, Nick Madrigal. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. Two-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Grossman will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's Jose Abreu. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
The 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Eloy.
Now here comes the Tigers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Now Tyler Alexander takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Eloy Jimenez will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the belt, the pitch, and that misses for ball 1. Anderson over at second. Abreu at first, 1 gone. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 on the way. Nope. 3-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
The 3-0 pitch. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Up next for Chicago, Luis Robert. His prior history versus this arm, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for ball 1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. working for the punch-out and the offering. Well, he was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for route number 2.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate, Yohan Moncada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox will strand 3 halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Nico Goodrum. He's set, and the pitch.
Go ball, 1 strike.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Robbie Grossman, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 and 1.
The 2-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. He's set. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hard hit ball to short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers through 5, all even at 2-2. Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. No hits to this point.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
First offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. The 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Adam Eaton is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. The 1-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Scope will look this one in, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Adam Engel.
Striding forward now is the DH. Adam Engel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. But there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a Soul Review tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jimmy Cordero enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 50.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara.
Right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
First offering on its way.
No!
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground. Diving, he gets a glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? To knock the lead off in a game, that could prove to be pivotal.
At the plate now, Willie Castro. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there to Abreu for the big double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Tigers. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. all set for the start of the inning. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Oh, 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Mazara's on his horse. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
And stepping in, Nick Madrigal. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB now. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Cabrera into foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. This is line to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So now to the plate, Jose Abreu as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Abreu connects deep to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Matt Foster gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 63, Matt Foster.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and one, here it is.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And now the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. And that's the second out.
Up next to the Tigers, the third baseman, Candelario.
Next up is Jamer Candelario. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw! I don't believe what I just saw! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum, as he will take strike 1 on a fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 1.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-2 Detroit. Joe Jimenez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 77, Joe Jimenez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jimenez offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0 on the way.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
The batter will be Luis Robert. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Jimenez on at first, nobody out. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Into the box now, Yohan Moncada, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reyes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Yasmani Grandal. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. First pitch on its way.
Oh. 1-0.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8.
Nope.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A runner on first with 2 away. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is the left fielder, and as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Buck Farmer enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Buck Farmer.
Adam Eaton digging in next.
Adam.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he misses 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nipped the corner, 2-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Two in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-3 for the Southsiders. Garrett Crochet is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate is Robbie Grossman. Flew out last time up.
The left fielder, Robbie.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 1-0. Hit well on the ground to first. Great stop by Abreu. Got him! And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
To the plate now, Victor Reyes. No balls and 1 strike. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's gonna have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Nomar Mazara. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. 3-2 now. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The designated hitter, number 9.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Willie Castro, and he represents the potential go-ahead run. Quick check on that time run at first, and he'll get back in safely. And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First delivery to him.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
A dive, but he's back. Popped him up. Madrigal calls for it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Detroit. Score holds at 4-3. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Akil Baddoo will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 60, Akil Baddoo.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Adam Engel. In his career against this pitcher, he's 3 for 9.
Adam Engel.
Now here's the first offering. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Grossman will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next in Chicago, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Now at the plate, Nick Madrigal, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Rolled slowly to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Liam Hendricks is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Liam Hendricks. Leading up for the Tigers, the second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Jonathan Schoop stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he's right up there, fourth in the AL in that category. Now into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Here now the 2-2. Hit to third. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Show Track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncork a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. At the plate, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He grounded out last time up. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the White Sox have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Palehose came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Matt Foster earns his third win of the year in relief. Liam Hendricks closes the door for the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.